Listen. You feel like you are breaking. You look at your life and you see a weight that is too heavy for one set of shoulders to bear. You look to your left, you look to your right, and there is no one. No cavalry coming over the hill. No hand reaching out to pull you up. It is just you. You feel like everyone else has a team, a safety net, a backup plan, and you are just drowning in silence. But listen closely. You are not failing because you are alone. You are not failing because you are tired. You are fighting, and that is a very different thing. In a world obsessed with collaboration and support systems, we have forgotten the power of the solitary soul. We have forgotten what a man can do when he has no other choice. Today, we are going to talk about how you survive when the lights go out, how you create when the pressure is crushing you, because your story matters and you are going to write it, even if you have to write it in the dark. We are told that we cannot make it without help. We are told that isolation is a sickness. But look at history. Look at the men who built the foundations of our spirit. Real strength is not a committee. Real strength is messy. It is quiet. It is the decision to wake up one more time when you want to stay in bed. There is a specific kind of creativity that only comes from pressure. It is not the creativity of play. It is the creativity of survival. When you are backed into a corner, stripped of your comfort and left without allies, you find out what you are actually made of. You might think you need permission to start. You might think you need a mentor, a partner, or a friend to validate your pain. You do not. The most powerful things in this world were often forged in absolute loneliness. Today, we are going to change how you see your struggle. We are going to look at how to build a sanctuary inside your own mind, even when the world around you is falling apart. You are hard on yourself because you care, but being hard on yourself is not the same as helping yourself. You are waiting for the storm to pass before you start building. You are waiting for someone to come and help you carry the load. Stop. The perfect condition does not exist. If you wait for support, you will wait forever. History is filled with men who created their greatest works while the world turned its back on them. Think of Beethoven. He composed his 9th symphony, his masterpiece, while completely deaf. He could not hear the applause. He could not hear the notes. He was ill, he was isolated, and his personal life was in ruins. But he did not stop. Think of Dostoevsky. He faced a firing squad, was sent to a labor camp in Siberia, and lived in crushing debt. He did not have a support group. He had a pen, and he had his suffering. And from that, he carved out literature that changed the human soul. Imperfection is power. Those cracks you feel, that is where the light gets in. If you were perfect, if you were comfortable, you would be stagnant. You are struggling because you are growing. You are shedding an old version of yourself, and that process is painful. But pain is not a signal to stop. It is a signal that you are alive. Let me tell you about a man who faced the ultimate test of creating without support. Viktor Frankl. He was a brilliant psychiatrist in Vienna. He had a life, a family, and a manuscript he had spent years writing. It was his life's work. Then came the Nazis. Frankl was stripped of everything, his family, his freedom, his dignity, and that manuscript confiscated and destroyed. He was sent to Auschwitz. Imagine standing in the freezing cold, starving, surrounded by death. No one there could help him. No one cared about his theories or his book. He was just a number. Most men would have broken. Most men would have let the mind die before the body. But Frankl did something impossible. He decided that if he could not write on paper, he would write on the walls of his own mind. He began to rewrite his manuscript in his head. He conducted lectures to an imaginary audience while marching through the snow in torn shoes. He observed the psychology of his fellow prisoners, turning his suffering into a study of the human spirit. He had absolutely no support. The environment was designed to crush him, but he realized a profound truth. Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances. He did not survive because he was strong physically. He survived because he had a purpose. He was creating a future that did not exist yet. He was building a cathedral inside a graveyard. If he could do that, there, with nothing, what can you do here with what you have? So how do you do this? How do you create under pressure when there is no one to catch you? First, you must kill the hope that someone is coming to save you. That sounds harsh, but it is the beginning of freedom. As long as you are looking for a savior, you are not doing the work. Accept the solitude. Embrace it. The silence is not empty. It is full of answers you have been too noisy to hear. Second, you must build a mental sanctuary. Just like Frankl, when the world outside is chaotic, your internal world must be ordered. You need a project, a goal, a mission. It doesn't matter if it is rebuilding your finances, learning a skill, or simply maintaining your dignity. You need a purpose that is yours alone. Third, detach from the outcome. You are looking for validation. You want someone to say, "Good job." You want applause. You won't get it, not yet. You have to learn to work for the sake of the work. The effort itself is the victory. In a world that worships easy wins, you are choosing the hard path. That takes courage. You are building resilience. You cannot buy resilience. You cannot fake it. You have to earn it. And right now, in the middle of this mess, you are earning it. The pressure you feel, it is essential. Coal does not become a diamond by sitting in a comfortable room. It becomes a diamond under the weight of the earth. You do not need to sprint. You do not need to fix everything today. You just need to step. Do not apologize for the time it takes to heal. Do not apologize for the mess. When you are alone, every step you take is worth 10 steps taken by a man with a crowd cheering him on, because you generated that energy yourself. You are the engine. You are the fuel. Your flaws are real. Your effort is real. And being human is enough. You don't need a cheering section to be valid. You just need to look in the mirror and respect the man staring back at you. One day, this storm will run out of rain. One day, you will look back at this time in your life. You will not remember the easy days. You will remember the nights you held it together when everything fell apart. You will remember that you did not fold. That is your legacy. Not money, not fame, but the undeniable fact that when life tried to break you, you built something instead. You took the bricks they threw at you and you built a foundation. Do not fear the solitude. It is the forge. Stay in the fire a little longer. You are being tempered. You are becoming something stronger than you were before. You're not perfect, and that's okay. You are still here. You are still trying. And as long as you are trying, you are winning. If you are still in the fight, if you are walking this path alone, prove it. Leave a comment below that says, "I am still trying." Claim your strength today. You do not need anyone else to tell you that you are worthy. You've got this.